Alright, we're back on the bike in Alaska. I stayed in Fairbanks for a little bit longer than I planned to do. It was good to have a rest and catch up on writing and a bunch of other stuff there. And spend time with people. It was a nice place. But yeah, really good to be moving again. Yesterday, cranked out a big day, I don't know, 140 kilometers or something down the Parks Highway. I'm gonna head across the Denali Highway today and start making tracks towards Canada. But yeah, found this great spot in the woods behind a rest area last night. So yeah, all's good. All's good. Feeling strong after that nice long rest. Bit creaky at first, but yeah, it was, I've still got it, so I can hopefully put some big miles in for the next few days and start to claw back some of that lost time and get moving. This is the payoff to 2 days of effort on that fairly fast road, the Parks Highway. I was starting to doubt whether it was worth it. The scenery was good, but headwind, tedious traffic. But yeah, this is the payoff now. This is what it's like to ride in Alaska. End of an epic day riding onto the Denali Highway. Found a place to put my tent, cooking my dinner away from the camp because we're in bear country. Hope it's far enough away. Come and check out what the clouds are doing down at the river. Filtering some water to drink. Hey bear! We say hey bear. Yeah, check it out. That's nice, huh? So what's on the menu tonight? We have Spanish rice, 2 of those, although apparently servings per pack about 2.5, so I'm having 5 servings. And teriyaki tofu, 1 of those. Yum yum. So I'm gonna cut the tofu up now and scoff this. Rainy morning, taking it easy. Oh, really feeling it. I woke up and I feel like my legs are throbbing this morning. So yeah, feeling the effects of that headwind for most of yesterday, and for pushing hard, trying to get some distance in while the going was good. But yeah, pretty good camp in all. Funny thing, just now I went to I left the water filter hanging up last night. It hadn't finished draining through, and I couldn't be bothered, and I was lazy. And I'm just packing it away now. I noticed, let me show you. This is the hose that goes down into the clean bottle. And at the end of it, all these brakes. And then notice on the connector too, we have teeth marks. So yeah, something's had a good go at that. Fortunately, they didn't really do any serious damage. I just used my knife to trim off the compromised piece of hose. And it was too long anyway, frankly. Half the time I was looping it over things so it would run straight. But that's interesting, and actually confirms that I did the right thing to hang my bags, my food bags, in the tree. It's always one of these, like, I don't really know whether it's worth doing. I mean, certainly it's not out of reach of a bear. Brown bear's 10 feet tall or something, 8 feet, 10 feet tall. It's huge, like, and its reach is higher than I can get the bag into a tree without throwing a rope over it, and none of these trees would be able to support that anyway. But I actually just latched all the bags onto branches sort of head height, for fear of critters, like thinking that probably as much of a hazard here as brown bears are. We're in North America, so they call them critters. So weasels, mice, all kinds of things. I don't know what else would eat my food. Saw a porcupine yesterday. So there's all kinds of ground-based rodents, and that's what's done the damage to my water filter, I think. I saw a weasel just now this morning. It's probably that guy, actually. I was just sitting there drinking my coffee and I noticed him run across. I thought, oh, how cute. Didn't know that he'd been munching on my water filter. The start of the hunting season was yesterday, so unfortunately this road, which is normally fairly low traffic, is pretty busy. Well, busier than it would be if there weren't so many people out looking to blast a moose. I saw a moose here as well last night. There was one just across the river, huge thing. So yeah, it is what it is. A half an hour ago I was starting to get pretty glum. I was wet over the top of the last pass. Rain came down. A lot of traffic. Nobody really slowing down. As I said yesterday, most of the cars here don't really slow down. And they're not interested. I've barely spoken with anybody. I got a few waves and thumbs ups, but it's not like on the Dalton Highway where I don't know how many cars, but a lot of cars, several times a day. I would stop for a chat. I guess for all of the beautiful wilderness around us, this isn't that remote. We're, like I said, pretty close to Anchorage. So I don't know, it's a different vibe. It doesn't feel quite so remote with all these people around, all the holiday makers on the weekend. But that's all good. Yeah, it hasn't stopped raining, so this is the rub. In bear country, I can't cook in my camp, in my tent, so I've walked along for, I don't know, I'm going to camp about 100 meters back that way, where there's a little clearing. But yeah, not too bad here. Got a bit of cover from these trees. So this is where I cooked. Now I'm going to go to where I'm going to camp. If you're wondering what the little jingle bells are, that's the bear bell. Let them know I'm coming. Back out into the open. Ooh, got a bit of a cloud inversion over the lake, huh? That's pretty cool. I'm going to put the tent here. So I'm on the last climb on the Denali Highway. It's about 8:30 at night. And I I thought I might camp down in the McLaren River Valley there. Came down this pass here, but it didn't really feel right to stop when there's still light in the sky, so yeah, I'm gonna go for it. The sky's looking pretty epic over there, back to the Clearwater Range, the end of the Alaska Range. Glacier just about in view around the corner there. But yeah, got about another 4 or 5 miles to get to the top of this, maybe 350 meters climb up, and it's freezing cold headwind. I should keep things interesting, but yeah, it should be a good end to the day if I get over there. Hopefully find some water and a place to camp soon after the top of the pass. So yeah, fingers crossed. What a view to be going up with as I climb up there. Check that out. So I made it to the summit, McLaren Pass, McLaren Summit. About 45 minutes, a fairly steady effort. So glad I did that. I'm buzzing now. I'm kind of high from the effort of that and just the drama of that landscape behind me. Seeing the sunset over the McLaren River all braided out like that. Wow, absolutely amazing. And it really feels like the Alaskan wilderness. Looking for some shelter and a place to camp. Get some water first. This isn't very high really by global standards, but that was 1200 meters and some change, 4100 feet or something like that. But at this kind of latitude we're up, still up in the 60 degrees north, so it's cold up here. I know it doesn't look like I'm wearing much, but I'm kicking out a lot of heat pedaling this heavy bike up this rough road. But woo! That's the last big pass on the Denali Highway. All is good in the world of bike touring again. Alright, I'm gonna get down and find somewhere to camp. So I'm at Myers Lake in Alaska. I arrived here last night, well, about 5:30. Soaked to my skin. I had the heaviest rain coming over the passes on the end of the Denali Highway. Just constant driving rain, like a wall of water for maybe 5 hours yesterday. So I was soaked to my skin, like literally waterproofs wetted out. It always finds a way, like the zips. Usually my only pair of waterproof gloves ended up getting water in them, down the cuffs. Oh, it was horrendous. But yeah, I got here about 5:30 and looked in at the Roadhouse, which is over here, for a cup of coffee and just see if I can get an internet connection and figure out what I was going to do. And working in the diner there last night, it was so kind. She says, yeah, well, get next to the stove. Here comes a cup of coffee, and there's a little cabin over there next to the lake where you can sleep the night for free. We let cyclists stay there for free. So, although idiot that I am, I was even thinking about pushing on for 3 or 4 more hours to keep my distance. No, common sense prevailed, and I spent the night here. And what a place! Look at that! I got my own little terrace, got a view of the lake, Myers Lake, and managed to get my stuff dried out. Well, in fact, they let me use their laundry. Got all my stuff washed and dry, which is awesome. And yeah, I'm cooking here, sleep on the very comfy bunk, no mosquitoes, don't have to worry about grizzly bears or hiding my food or any of that nonsense. So yeah, nice to just get sorted out. Made some essential kit repairs as well. Got a bit of glue on the platypus water filter that something chewed through. I thought the creature a few nights ago had only chewed the hose, but no, it had actually punctured the clean back as well. Patched up my stove windshield. So yeah, good to do this stuff when you've got the time and the space to just get organised and get dried out. So yeah, just goes to show really, even on a day like yesterday when things looked really bleak, coming over the Twin Passes from Tangled Lakes, in the worst weather. I mean, it was getting pretty serious because it was cold wind and very heavy rain. And we're still up here, not that far south of the Arctic Circle, so it's not to be, it's not trivial. But yeah, keep pedaling, something good will happen. Something good will happen if you keep your eyes open. So, thankfully I did come here and I did accept their kind offer, and I'm really glad I did. So yeah, I'm going to get packed up and get on the way. As you can see, it's still raining. It rained constantly now for 24 hours and there's more rain on the way. Yeah, it is what it is. I kind of reassured myself, I suppose, yesterday that I can get through it. I think I've got a lot of rain to look forward to in the next few weeks. This is the rainy season now, but hey ho, maybe there'll be more places like this on the way. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to get packed up and push off. I'm going to try and get to Whitehorse. It's about 700 miles away. I'm going to try and get there in 10 days. We'll see. Anyway, wish me luck. Pretty dreary day, rain all morning. But yeah, it's brightened up in time for lunch. Found a little bit of shelter here. So I'm enjoying my peanut butter sandwiches, my roasted pumpkin seeds, my dried apricots. But best of all, just before I pulled into this place, car pulled over. A couple of young guys from Fairbanks, Colin and Kai, got out and handed me this chocolate bar. This is the good stuff. No cheapo Hershey's for these guys. So thank you so much to them. Would you believe they were at school in Fairbanks when Alistair Humphreys, British cycle adventurer, came through here in 2004, I think they said. And he'd obviously made a big impression, so good work, Al. Because yeah, those guys said their mind was blown and they were inspired to pull over and give me chocolate. So thanks to all involved. So yeah, things are looking up. Hopefully it's not gonna rain too hard again this afternoon. I had some real big washouts this morning. So yeah, can do without too many more of those. But yeah, going pretty well.
If you love me like you say, why you treat me like you do? If you love me like you say, baby, why you treat me like you do? Well, I ain't no fool, no. Yeah, I'm cool, I know the rules. Said you never run around, babe. Said you never stay out late. Said you never run around, babe. Said you never stay out late. Let me tell you, pretty baby, oh, I gotta set you straight.
Feeling really good now, just getting ready to set off over the top of the world highway from Tok via a little village called Chicken, over the Canadian border to Dawson City. So I'm on the final climb of today, the top of the world highway, and I just skirted the edge of this kind of dark rain cloud and it just dumps a lot of rain on me, but look at that. The road's going to go right through that rainbow. In fact, I think I'm going to ride straight to the end of the rainbow now. The sun's coming out under those low clouds beyond. What a fantastic place. Just a whole lot of nothing as far as the eye can see in every direction. And over that hill, a 20-mile descent. Which I'm counting on to get me down to some water, because there's no water up here, so I can't camp up here. But yeah, I should be on a nice long cruise. A couple of little hills on the way down, but overall, yeah, 20 miles down. But first I gotta go through that rainbow. Alright, day 2 on top of the world highway. Heading up towards the Canadian border. What a view! Alright, we're on the start of the climbs up to the USA-Canada border now. Got a 300 metre climb, a descent, 500 metre climb and a descent, and then a 400 metre. And so far so good. Pretty close to the Canadian border now. Somewhere over there is Canada. Bizarrely, this bit right up at the top here is perfect asphalt. And just the slightest tailwind. So now I'm looking for water. Streams down in the bottom must be fed by tributaries between these little spurs off the ridge, I think. Some of them must be wet. It's been very rainy recently, so some of them must have water in. So yeah, I need to get my dowsing rods out and find some, because I'm pretty much dry. I can't eat anything unless, well, I can eat peanut butter sandwiches, I guess, but alright, let's find water. So still haven't found any water. It's about 9 o'clock at night and I've reached this little community, or once was a community, called Boundary. There's buildings marked on the map and here they are, but this place is deserted. It's got a kind of slightly eerie feel to it. Dry RV camp for $10. Sign says. So this kind of old junk of cars. Really weird things just like left as if people were just here. Maybe they are here in the day. Certainly this is not a working RV park anymore. Can't find any water pump. And some of this stuff looks as if maybe it's been used recently. We're pretty close to the border here. Well, the border closed an hour ago. Tools. So yeah, beautiful, weird, kind of spooky little community. Completely uninhabited now. But no water. I passed a little trickle of a stream at the side of the road and thought, it'll be better than that. Alright, I got about an hour of daylight left, so I guess I'm going to have to drop down on foot and see if I can find a stream somewhere. Wish me luck. Morning. So yeah, this is my last camp in Alaska. I came up here late last night, search of water, managed to scrounged some off a camper van, and yeah, now 4 miles in that direction, the Canadian border. So the next time I camp in USA, I guess, is going to be in a couple of months, probably in Montana. But yeah, it's been fantastic here, just what I hoped for from Alaska. As you can see, lots of lovely wild campsites like this. This one was perfect, just completely quiet because the road is not in use when the border's closed, so no traffic at all on the road last night. Just the wind in the trees and a few birds chirping. So yeah, perfect, just what I needed for a good rest, and I needed it. I'm really feeling it now. This is the 11th day out of Fairbanks, and I think I'm just going to push on to Whitehorse, which is another week from here. So yeah, physically feeling stronger every day. Still got good food, which is that's important. I can eat a lot. It's helping me keep putting the miles in on these big hill days, but yeah, it's getting harder and harder to get off the mattress in the morning. But that was never something I was particularly good at anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm feeling limber, so good. Yeah, another big hilly day today, another 2 vertical kilometer up and down a lot today, on the top of the World Highway. This is the famous section now. I stay up high on the ridgeline, so fingers crossed I can find some more water somewhere along there. I'm going to try and beg some off the immigration officers on the border crossing. We'll see how that goes, because I'm dry again now. I have no water left. So yeah, I'm going to drop the tent over that hill. Canada!